I often get asked that, Barkha, how did you create such a successful photography brand in a short duration of time? And my answer is real simple and it lies in these three steps. One, I did the work. Second, I put myself out there every single day. And third, I showed up. Hi there, my name is Barkha Agarwal. I am a maternity and a newborn photographer based out of Delhi, India. I educate photographers and creative entrepreneurs to build and scale their businesses. I started working on my photography brand back in 2018. Before I dive deep into what all steps did I follow, a little backstory. By education, I am an engineer and an MBA. I worked into corporates for good 5 years. I was into sales and business development. I was doing really well. My boss was real happy, and I was happy too. But I wasn't fulfilled within. Deep within me, I knew that I am a creative soul and I am worth much more. So, this is one. Second, I always had that creative instinct or that creative inclination towards photography. It has been my hobby for close to 17 years now. In that photography group, in that college group, I was always that person clicking pictures of all my friends, but never in my wildest of dreams did I think that I would become a professional photographer one day. So now let us tie it together and I'll tell you how did it all happen. In 2018, one fine day, I just had this realization. You can say that it was a eureka moment for me, that while everything is fine, but something is missing. And what could that be? And while thinking deep onto this thought, I realized that what if I make photography as my career? The moment I thought this, so many questions filled up my mind that how would my house run? I have to take care of my finances, I have to support my mom and every single thing. And also, I was about to get married in maybe a couple of months or an year or so after that. But I stayed with that thought. I thought, why not give myself an year of time alongside with my job and test out this field, if this field is really for me. So I was working, so I was still making money. I was working 5 days a week. I never let my work get impacted by this, but then on the part time, I started moonlighting with my business. I used to work on weekends. I used to go to shoots at 7 a.m. in the morning or maybe 7 p.m. post my work. I did shoots for free. I did shoots. I shot every single thing I could put my hand on. That is where I learned the skill of handling a camera real well. Of course, I knew how to handle a camera, but then doing it professionally meant something different. Say, for example, if I am doing a birthday photography event, yes, I have done that as well. So I have to take care that, okay, now it's the cake cutting ceremony. This is where I need to be doing it. And when you are doing it professionally, even if someone is paying you 500 rupees for the job, you are entitled for a deliverable, and that's where the work ethics come in. So I did this dip test for almost an year, and when I was certain that this sounds like something I would enjoy doing, and second, this might make me feel fulfilled, then I had put down my papers and started with photography full time, which happened in 2018. All right, putting down papers done and every single thing. Now, अब तो अपन अपनी मर्जी के मालिक हैं वाला मोड आ गया था, and trust me, that is fatal. That is real difficult because now you don't know which direction you have to go in. What should you be doing next? What to do? How to make money? How to run the business? Okay, I know how to work with the camera, but till then I did not even have exposure to a studio light. What is a studio light? Which brand? And then right now you have so many online education courses and every single thing teaching about it. It was there then as well, but then of course they were limited. All right, time to do the work, time to show up. So, and that was also the time when I got married. My husband would leave for work. Initially, couple of days I started working from home, but that was real difficult because once he would leave, I would just not want to do anything, or even if I'm doing, the bed is real close, I could go sleep or something. So to figure this problem out, I started going to a co-working. Even if I did not have any paid clients back then. Even if I did not have any work, I used to go to the co-working and work and learn something, do a course, edit a picture. I've learned Photoshop myself. I've learned photography, studio lights, every single thing is self-taught. So that is something which helped me scale up, to show up to a consistent working place every single day. Second, I invested in education at the right point in time. There were photographers who were traveling to India then, and they were holding up newborn photography workshops, maternity photography workshops. I learned from them. There were certain lighting workshops which were happening around in the community. I used to go there. And the most difficult part is, anyone who's held a camera and worked with a studio light would relate to me that when an instructor teaches, the light is here, I am here, you click, you get a picture. And if you do the same thing when you come back to your house, it never really happens. So it is not that the instructor was not teaching you right, but light is something you have to study. The language of light. How does it fall on your face? Say, for example, right now, it is falling on my face like this. If I turn my face like this, it falls on my face real differently. So I started to ponder and work onto those aspects as well. Then I used to do shoots for free. I used to do model shoots in my society. I used to get my friend, put a pillow around her tummy, and then did shoots for her so that she should look pregnant. I had to, in order to do a beautiful shoot for a pregnant woman, I had to understand the anatomy of how a pregnant physique looks like. So that was my 2018. And once the business started to scale up, and every single thing took me good 10 months to start getting my paid clients, I started renting a studio. All right, one more important point. All this while I was working from my home. I did not have a studio. There was a very small room in my house in which I used to keep all my stuff. Whenever I used to get clients, my living room was my studio. So the sofas went to the side, the photography roll came to one side, there were lights, there were a camera, and never for a single moment they felt that they have come to my home to get the shoot done. So I always maintained that professional standards. Second thing which really helped me, one was showing up each day and doing the work. Second thing which really helped me build a successful brand was to give a promise to my clients and stand by it. And the promises were: one, an experience. I always say that I create an experience for my clients, and it is not just a regular photo shoot. Irrespective of I am doing it from a garage or from a home studio or from such a luxury studio, thank God for this beautiful space, the experience stays the same. And third, the value which I offer to my clients, the work which I do, it needs to have innovation, because if someone is even putting 100 rupee in my work or a lakh in my work, I deserve to give them equal and even more value back. Alright, so fast forward from there. So from the home studio, whenever I used to get paid shoots, and when it used to happen in Gurgaon, that time I was staying in Noida, I started renting up a studio. It was on hourly basis, and that time I found a girl who could support me on an hourly basis rate as well. Because of course the funds were coming in, but they were real low, and I had to buy in dresses, buy in accessories, buy in photography equipments, buy in so many things. So I decided to conserve the cash, but then really took help wherever I needed it. So that was the rental studio. Fast forward from there, we took our first beautiful studio in Gurgaon. That was a dream come true. That was a cozy space, but I love that studio till date, and I love it so much because that was my first studio. That was a beautiful journey of good 4 years. But every single time I had this dream when I started my photography business that my studio should be huge, high ceilings, natural light. It should be an experience studio. It should be an experience for anyone just coming and walking in that studio, and it should vibrate with such a positive frequency. And we got this amazing studio last year, December, and we started the work on to building this grounds up. This year, March, we moved into this. So my agenda behind doing this video is real simple. If you want something in life, just go get it, period. Don't just cite your problems. cite the solutions which would take your problems away. Become a problem solver, not a problem giver. Anything and everything in life comes to you at the right moment. But what you need to do is do the work, be positive, show up. There were days wherein I just did not want to come to the studio. There still are. I am a mother. I'm a mother to a 3-year-old, and anyone who's a parent understands that how difficult it is to run a business, take care of baby, and making sure neither your clients compromise, neither your baby compromise, neither your team compromises. How hard it is. So, if you were to ask me, is it that easy just getting such a big studio and every single thing? The answer is no. But if you ask me, was that entire hustle, grind, and showing up worth it? A 10 times yes. And if I could do it, you could do it too. Every single one of you out there, if you want to be a photographer, a baker, an entrepreneur, a fashion designer, run a multi-crore fashion label, you want to become anything in life, you can. We have the power deep within us. I did it, guys. I'm a living example. And from here, I just want you to take this small thought away with you, which has helped me really in my life. And I hope that it does to you as well. That if you want something really in your life, just go get it. And don't even think about it. Just become a horse with these iPads behind you. You should be just looking at your goal. So here's Barkha signing off from this video. We hope you enjoyed watching this video. Whatever your questions, feedback, comments are there, please do write to us in the comments below. See you real soon. I am an educator and I...
Camera roll, action.
देव क्या कर रहे हैं? इसको कट करके ब्लूपर में डाल.
मुझे लगा कि क्यों आ रही है.
ओके. नहीं अभी मैं हूँ मीनाक्षी, अभी कुछ नहीं होगा.